I am so glad you are here. I'm Liz. It's Energy Sunday in my world. So let's talk about how to place stones in your home to enhance your energy work. Love this concept. The basic idea is you're going to take stones that mean something to you, that have an energy to them that you value, that you like, whether that's just, I think they're pretty, or I've done my research and I know that this one's associated with money and that one's associated with relationships, or whether you're just going by your gut and your own practice with your stones. Think of your house as a giant crystal grid, and you're going to arrange the stones according to your needs on that grid. They will enhance each other's work, they will feed each other, and they will feed you just because they're there. Now, does that mean that you need to buy really big stones? Well, if you like them and you can afford them, that's lovely. But no, it could be a single tumbled stone to start. It's more important that you do a thing than you do it perfectly. Give it a try. And if it works well for you, you can always add on and enhance. It could wind up being a collection of that one crystal, lots of different ones in a dish that you keep somewhere because it looks pretty and it enhances your life energetically and psychologically and spiritually. If you get to a point where you want to replace some of those with larger pieces, go for it. We certainly have like rose quartz spheres here and other beautiful pieces that are on the larger side, and they're lovely, but it's not necessary. Now, how do you place them becomes the question. What methodology do you use? Well, it really depends on what you're familiar with. If what you're familiar with are the ancient Greek elements and the 4 cardinal points of the compass, north, south, east, west, and what they're affiliated with, use that. If you're familiar with nothing, you can go by gut, or I'd recommend using that method because it's simple and short and relatively easy to remember. So just to go over the basics, in the north would be financial matters, home and hearth matters, things along those lines, business, and spirituality. In the east, anything to do with thinking, thought processing, whether that's that you are studying something, you're in school somewhere, you're taking classes somewhere, and you want to have that mental oomph so that you can get good grades or get through that program well. East is where those are associated. If you're looking for more fire, more drive, more passion in your life, then it's south. And if you're looking to dive into your own emotions or your psychic abilities, I'm going to suggest west. That's the easiest, but it's by far not the only one. You could, if you're into astrology, visually overlay the zodiacal wheel over your home, perhaps based on the house's astrology. And when it was built, you'll cast a chart and make your choices that way. Feng Shui is another wonderful method that's going to utilize those 4 cardinal points of the compass, but it's also going to have elements of that culture, that tradition where Feng Shui comes from, which is beautiful. Whatever method you choose, it needs to speak to you personally. And I'd recommend looking at Feng Shui if you're starting at 0, just as much as I would those cardinal points, only because a Feng Shui practitioner once told me, and I love this definition of Feng Shui, that at its core, at its heart, is making you feel safe in your own home. It is, where do you sleep? It is, does your gathering space need to be near your front door, or should that be a separate little piece? And why? And why that's important psychologically. Now, it's coming from one particular culture, might not match you. If it doesn't, don't use it. You're okay. But place those stones around your house where you will see them, or at least know that they are there, because part of their energy and their magic lies in their interaction with you. So grab those stones that you've got sitting somewhere and place them in different places in your own home and see how it affects your thought processing, your feeling, your heart, and your energy. Give it a try. Let me know in the comments what you think. I love coming back and reading these. Have a wonderful week, and know that all of us here at Magus Books and Herbs, we love that you are an amazing, magical person. And of course, we appreciate the tiny little magical things you can do right here in social media and land. I know you know what they are. We'll see you soon, hopefully online at magusbooks.com or here in the shop in Minneapolis. Blessed be.